Hello, we're in the middle of spring here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom, but I've got to say it doesn't feel like spring, certainly not at night. We've definitely had a week's worth of night frosts, and there's still some frosts predicted for the coming weeks, so we haven't really got into the spring weather yet. But one thing I did do about 3 months ago, I posted a heads up video. So we're still in the winter months, and the idea of the heads up video was to give you an opportunity to maybe do what I did some years ago, and show you that it worked. And the heads up video was growing potatoes in forest bark and wood chip, and that was about 3 months ago, still in the winter months. And it gave you a chance, if you wanted to give it a go, to get your materials ready. And I dovetailed onto that a potato reveal from a previous year from forest bark and wood chip to show that it would work. Now 3 weeks ago I planted a fast start potato in a bucket just like this using forest bark and wood chip, and I'm going to tell you more about that and bring that potato into shot shortly. But first, cut back to that original video now, watch that, it's only a few minutes, then come back to me and I'll bring you right up to date. This is a forest bark and wood chip heads up video that ends with a potato reveal from a previous year. If you start collecting the ingredients now, this is something you might want to try when the time comes. This is the forest bark and wood chip that I'll be using later this year to grow potatoes in. It may not look like forest bark and wood chip, perhaps because for a number of years it's been a garden path. Okay, enjoy the rest of the video. Hello, this is a potato growing in no more than forest bark and wood chip. Don't know if you can see this if I hold it up and drop it. Forest bark and wood chip. So there's no soil and there's no compost and there's no dirt in this pot, just this forest bark and wood chip. And the potato growing in here, there's one potato, it's a Maris Pear and it's a shop bought potato. So it's a potato that I've nicked from indoors off the veg rack. This has cost me nothing, I've just went out and collected that from the environment. The pot, I've had it years. And when I bought it, it probably cost me pence. And we've invigorated this with some bloodfish and bone and some 6X dry farmyard manure. Not a lot, so it hasn't really cost us a lot to put this pot up. Just a few pence. I don't know, 30, 40, 50 pence, no more than that. So let's see if we can get some potatoes out of here to recover our outlay. And we're not going to need a lot, to be honest, to recover that sort of outlay, and hopefully we should be able to get the accompaniment for a meal for one is not a bad target to aim for with a small 10-inch pot like this, no bigger than a domestic water bucket. But if you've got enough potatoes out of there to accompany a meal for two, hey, come on, and it costs nothing. Okay. But until I list this off, we might have nothing. We have nothing, it costs nothing, we've lost nothing. You agree, Molly? We have nothing, it costs nothing, we've lost nothing. I would be disappointed though if we had nothing, I must admit. Okay, oh, soaking wet. Hey, worms everywhere. Always a good sign, always a good sign. Whoa, didn't see one. Oh, we're okay, yeah. Oh, it's just broken open at the back, and I've seen what you're just about to see. Hey, we have got a way in. Look at that. Come on, that's a nice potato. When I turn this pile round. Whoa, look at this. We've got a weigh in. We're going to take these guys indoor and weigh these, Molly. And unfortunately for you, I haven't seen a small one yet. Oh yeah, there's some here. Yeah, there's some here. You're okay, Molly. Just hold on, sweetheart. We'll find something for you. That looks like a nice little one. Do you want this one? Yep. Molly's got hers. We've got ours. And that's our lot, I think, Moll. Now what we'll do is, and I'm always asked this question, what's going to happen to this? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen to this. It's going to go back in there, and it's going to stand for a couple of months until I get my onions out of the raised bed. And this will finish up on top of the raised bed. It'll sit the winter months out on that raised bed, and in the spring of next year I'll take it off. I'll fire it up with some bloodfish and bone and some 6X dry farmyard manure, and it'll be back in that pot for another go. How good's that? How good's that? We're talking recycling here, Molly, aren't we? Come on, let's go indoors and weigh these. Come on. Okay, here we go. Forest bark and wood chip. 5 months in the pot, 1 seed potato. Let's see what we can tip the scales with these guys. One more, last one more. What are we on here? Oh, I've got a pound anyway. Have a look. What have we got? Whoa. That's nearly a pound now. I don't think it's quite a pound now. It's definitely a good £1.25, Molly. Would you agree? Mom? Would you agree that's a good £1.25? Yeah, Mom would agree, wouldn't you, sweetheart? Come on then, we'll go and wash these. Come on. Okay, did you enjoy that? That was from 3 months ago, and just 3 weeks ago I planted a potato in a bucket just like this on forest bark and wood chip. I didn't video that, but it's the same modus operandi every time with me in these buckets. 2 inches of whatever I'm growing in the bottom of the bucket, sit the potato on top of it, top the bucket off. Couldn't be simpler. Now hey, look what I've got here from the Homegrown Veg Props Department. That's a piece of 2x2. If I sit that in the bottom of this bucket, it'll represent a 2-inch depth of forest bark and wood chip. Are you okay with that? This is one of my fast start potatoes. This one actually is called Charlotte. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm not planting this today, this is by way of a demonstration of what I did 3 weeks ago. I'm going to take it out of here and sit it on that 2-inch block, which replicates 2-inch worth of forest bark and wood chip. Okay, so if I sit that on there like that, use your imagination. That's sitting on 2 inches of forest bark and wood chip. The top of the potato plant is about 4 inches below the rim of this bucket, roughly, give or take an inch, 4 inches below the rim of the bucket. Then topped it off with forest bark and wood chip. That was 3 weeks ago. Am I repeating myself? I know I am. Yeah, I often do. So this one will get planted another day. We'll just move this to one side now. Before we go any further, we'll put this ticket in, and then we don't forget what variety that potato is. Now then, check this out. How about that? 3 weeks ago, that was 4 or 5 inches below the surface of this forest bark and wood chip. It was. And look at it now. Look at it now. Let's just see what it is. It's Piccolo Star. Yeah, that's a potato called Piccolo Star. And as you can see, it's made 4 or 5 inches of growth in this 10-inch water bucket, just filled with forest bark and wood chip, no soil. I've had to stand it in the greenhouse over the last 3 weeks because, as I've said earlier in the video, it's just freezing every night. We're getting night frosts, and so I stand it in the greenhouse. But that's the progress we've made, and I'm happy with that. How about you? Are you giving it a go? Are you happy with what you've got so far? Well, it depends where we are in your season. There's loads of summer months left, lots of warm weather still to come. Give this a go. Look, you can see it's starting to work, but I will say this. We have not had one single potato off this plant yet, so we're not calling it a success just yet. We're not going to be eating these. It's what's on the bottom we're going to be eating. Fingers crossed. Okay, stay safe. Come back to me in a month or two's time. We'll see how this guy's going on. And in about 3 or 4 months' time, hopefully we're harvesting potatoes from this bucket. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.